All right, this is the Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming live and direct. They call me the Gringo Mandingo. My name is Michael Rapaport. I am a podcasting with a nose strip on my nose from now till eternity. I have a nose strip on my nose right now. It keeps the sinuses open, keeps the snot box clear and free. And we're in here in the hotel room, Bruno, in Las Vegas. Still, we were here a few days ago doing the world tour live, and we are still in Vegas, cooped up. And what can I say? The live tour was fantastic. I'm in here with G. Moody. Last name rhymes with duty. It's catching on.
Yes, gotta say that.
We had a problem getting into the pool because they check you everywhere you go at these hotels in Vegas. It's always like a dick swinging contest. You go into a restaurant, you go this section, and if they don't know who you are, then you got to tell them. So we said we're the talent. He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "This is G. Moody. Last name rhymes with duty."
Yep.
Got us right into the pool. If you hear a little thumping in the background, it's because this Las Vegas, they don't stop. They don't stop with the EDM and the electro music all day, every day. So if you're hearing a little thumping, although we are 16 floors up and there's curtains on the windows and the windows are secure, you might hear a little thumpity thump from the pool with the people down there. And Moody, what is your impression of Las Vegas now that you've been here and you spent a little time in Las Vegas? Like, how are you feeling about Las Vegas? Like, what is your opinion of it?
If you're not a gambling person, it's a little overwhelming on that side, seeing all the slots everywhere you go, in the restaurants, at the bars. So it's okay for a couple of days.
I don't find it okay for a couple of days. I don't find it 24 hours is even. I walk out of here debilitated. I honestly, quietly, earlier in the trip, this is real, I was with you, I started to get a panic attack, like I need to get the fuck out of here. Then I said, well, you can't leave yet. I mean, you could technically leave, but I was like, my body was like, I need to go. I need to get the fuck out of here. The constant music, it's the only place in the world where you could smoke openly, but there's no daily fantasy football here. This city is a contradiction, okay? You can't play daily fantasy football. It's not legalized in this state. Yet, you could smoke cigarettes like a fucking chimney anywhere you want. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. Nate Diaz can't smoke his G-Pen after a 5-round fight, MMA fight with Conor McGregor. He gets fined, yada, yada, yada. Yet you could get a $5 tug job down the street.
Yeah.
So it's a city that has its own rules. I don't like it in any way, shape, or form. I don't understand how they're going to have professional football here. If you didn't hear the legislation. Thank you. That's G. Moody.
Yeah.
The wordsmith of the Rapaport Stereo Podcast.
Yeah.
The legislation went through a few days ago for the Oakland Raiders to come here, and it's going to be the first professional sports team in Las Vegas, which is in my opinion is sad because the Raiders logo and the Raiders, the iconic nature of the Oakland Raiders, even when they were Los Angeles Raiders, but that silver and black shield is to me so iconic. And I don't know if that's going to apply to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah,
I'm concerned that entire secondaries for teams are going to be arrested and disappear weeks before important games.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of drinking and a lot of stuff happening out here, man. Players will get in trouble out here, man.
I mean, we were by the pool. Our servers were in bikinis, thongs, but almost naked. Like I was like, I wanted to say, I could see your vagina, miss.
Yep.
And I don't know if you want me to see your vagina. I just want a virgin pina colada. I didn't come down here to see your vagina because that bathing suit you're wearing is a vagina print thing. And obviously I didn't say anything, but I'm like looking at her. I'm like, it's 11 in the morning. I just want a virgin pina colada and maybe some chicken fingers. Yet I see your vagina through the bikini. Like, I don't know what you're trying to, like, and does that mean you automatically get double tip? Because, no, I know you didn't wear it for me. This is not in the leisure amount. We're at a pool in mid-October. I just wanted some food and some sunshine because the air circulation in Vegas is terrible. Hence the nose strip. I walked around
with the nose strip
the entire trip because I can't breathe.
But they pump in oxygen for you.
Yeah, but it's not pure. It's not. It's not natural. And like they don't want you to leave the hotels. That's the thing. They keep the lights at the same level. They give you free drinks. They give you free drinks. You can get a limousine ride to the strip club of your choice out here. They'll come get you.
Dang.
If you'll go in there, because once you get in there, they want to take your money.
Yeah.
That's not. You don't need Uber. You could just be like, just take me to the strip club and then walk to the hotel that you want from the strip club. That's how it works out here.
Wow.
But we did the damn thing. I want to thank all the people that came
to
the shows in Vegas. I want to thank people that came to the show in Phoenix. It was so good to meet and greet the fans.
Yes.
You're the reason why we do the show. Otherwise, we would just be podcasting quietly, and alone.
Yeah.
So to come out and do the live shows with the people is fantastic. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We're going to get into it right now. All right. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. As I said, you can't play daily fantasy football in Las Vegas. It's not legalized, yet you can get a really good tug job for $750 down the street. But I am available to play anybody and everybody at fantasy football at DraftKings. And let's be honest, your season-long team probably stinks. You probably drafted a certain Minnesota running back in your first pick. That's a tough break. You may have drafted a certain New England tight end. Well, it's not too late to save your season and your fun and win cash prizes at DraftKings.com. DraftKings is the destination for one-week fantasy football. That means no season-long commitments. Okay, each and every week is a brand new season at DraftKings. DraftKings has set up a league just for the listeners of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. So come and dance with the dingo. I take on all comers, okay? All comers. Heads up in multiplayer tournaments, whatever you want to do. We could do it face-to-face. We could do it with a bunch of other people around. We're doing all sorts of dancing, all right? So don't wait. Step into the monkey cage with me, the Gringo Mandingo, at DraftKings.com now. Use my promo code Rapaport and play for free with your first deposit. That's Rapaport, RAPAPORT, to play for free this weekend only at DraftKings.com. You're going to dance with the dingo? Eligibility and restrictions may apply. And I'm going to be hosting the third annual Fantasy Football World Championships, okay? I'm going to be hosting. You're going to come to that? It's in New York City, Monetti.
Of course.
Okay, December 9th, 10th, and the actual event is December 11th in New York. Anyone can qualify for the Fantasy Football World Championships, but you have to be good at fantasy football. You think you're good? You think you know what you're doing? Then prove it on DraftKings today. The champion will receive $2 million, Monetti. $2 million, okay? And the world championship belt, which, the $2 million is great, but you want that belt. You want that championship belt. The second place guy gets $1 million, okay? The top 10 finishers walk away with at least 6 figures, all right? Come out, play me. I'll be there hosting it the 9th, 10th, and 11th. The actual event is December 11th, the Fantasy Football World Championships. Again, if you're hearing a little thumpy dump in the background, don't mind that. Don't mind that. It's probably way more distracting to me and G Moody, last name rhymes with duty, than it's to anybody else. I have to say, probably out of all the stuff that we did in Vegas, which we didn't do much, but it actually was kind of cool. And we'll get into the Warriors, Lakers. We had the pleasure of sitting courtside. At the Warriors-Lakers preseason game. Steph Curry and everybody played the entire first half. The second half, it was more the second team dudes. JaVale McGee looked fantastic. Shacking of fools. The king of shacking a fool. But we'll get into that when we talk a little bit of NBA later. But the highlight of the trip, it was going to see Mike Tyson's one-man show at MGM. Mm-hmm. And I've seen the show before, and this was a smaller, shorter version of the show. It was in like a comedy room, like probably 250 seat at the most, small comedy room. And Mike was doing his show. Mm-hmm. And about 5 minutes into the show, it shocked the shit out of me. Like, it was such a small place. He saw us. He saw me.
Yeah.
And Eric B. was actually there, too. We didn't know this. And Mike Tyson, while he's like 5-10 minutes into his comedy show, he was like, oh, shit. Mike, is that you? Mike Rapaport, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
Literally.
He made you stand up.
And he was like, yo, stand up. And then he was like, yo, you guys know Mike Rapaport? Like, yo, you don't remember his first movie, Zebrahead? And then Mike Tyson was like, black and white like this? Black and white like this? Like, he was doing an impression of me in Zebrahead. He was like, oh, shit. He was like, yo, you threw me off. And I'm like, oh, shit. Because I've met Mike Tyson before, but when he's doing that, to me, I'm like,
yeah.
Yo, this guy is so much a part of my youth. Like his star and what he represented, and like that inspiration that he gave in his prime, that kick ass, fuck all that Brownsville attitude.
Yes.
And his show, he talks a lot about growing up in Brownsville.
Yes.
And that Brownsville attitude that was sort of infused in me by Mr. Moody and like the our other friends out there that like was put on me, right. Which is such a tough sort of, you know, like I don't want to glorify it, but it was just sort of like a toughness and a sort of, I don't know, it's hard to articulate.
Driven, it just drive to, it's just like you said, toughness and don't give up and Brownsville, he represents that for Brownsville. Just hard-nosed.
Yeah, hard-nosed.
Yeah.
You know, you have no choice but to have some of that coming from Brownsville.
Right.
And the fact that, you know, Moody's my man, and then, Bruno, and then we're watching Mike Tyson on stage, and we're here doing the Iron Rapaport Stereo podcast. Like, I was tripping. I was like, damn. I was like, you know, like I said, I've met Mike a bunch of times, but for him to, like, stop his show and, like, shout me out, and he did it about 4 times during the show.
Did
like
extra. He was happy to see you. Yeah,
I mean, like 20 minutes later into the show, he was like, you know, Mike, you know what I'm saying, right, Mike? Yeah. You hang around black dudes, he said, you got that N shit in you. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? And then he's like, and then later on, he's like, yo, I see you you do Zebrahead, and he did the black and white like this shit. And he's like, and now I see you on Andy Cohen, like, yo, I'm bugging out. I see you on Andy Cohen talking about Housewives. I watch Housewives with my wife, which, by the way, me and Mike Tyson and his beautiful, supportive, cool-ass wife, Kiki, we had about a 15-minute, full-on Real Housewives, full conversation. So any of you bozos out there who are like, oh, you watch Housewives, say that shit to Mike Tyson, because Mike Tyson is probably, like, I've never had an intensive conversation on Real Housewives and Bravo as I did with Mike Tyson and his wife. And I'm talking about a detailed, full-on conversation.
Yep.
And then we got taken backstage after the show. And Gerald, you've never met him. So talk about, like, you know, like what that was like. I mean, he's so iconic. And again, he's so much a part of our life. Like, what did that mean to you?
Yo, just to see him and think back to his fights when he was 19, 18, and just to know the power, the strength of Mike Tyson, and the fact that he comes from around my way, and we had always heard stories about him growing up. I'm 2 years younger than him, so we used to hear stories about him. Just
before he was famous, right?
Before he was famous, like, you're gonna get your sneakers, taken, going to school. He was like out there menacing around the way. So we were talking about old Brownsville stories. He knew people that I knew.
You and Mike were, right?
Huh?
You and Tyson were having conversations like about people you have in common, right?
Yeah, just the neighborhood and people that I knew, that he knew, that people that were in boxing in the PAL around my block, he knew them. And just it's like talking to somebody from around my way that I haven't seen in years.
Right.
So that's how it was easy to talk to him. And just, he's an icon. It was just great to talk to him and hear that Brooklyn accent.
And the thing that always bugs me out about this version of Mike Tyson, obviously, you know, he talks openly about it more than anybody. Like, but who he is now is a 50-year-old dad, a husband, and a guy who really, you just get the sense that Mike is just trying to like. He's just a guy who's trying to like make a living, take care of his family, and stay out of trouble. You know, I don't think Mike Tyson is broke. I think Mike Tyson is just trying to like, you know, find his way and sort of redefine the second half of his life. But the thing that trips me out about him is that he's so calm and chill.
Yeah, cool cat, man.
Yeah, he's just like his energy. You know, he just did a show for like an hour and a half, and the whole I Am Rapaport crew was there. It was me, Moody, Mr. Morris, the Minister of Defense, the head defense member of the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, who came down to Vegas to hang out with us, Jordan Winter and Miles Davis, the producers extraordinaire, and they welcomed us with open arms back there. And I saw Mike first, and he's like sitting on his chair after his show, just decompressing, and he's like, "How you doing, Mike?" He's just so chill, and he's just a sweet, good dude, man. You just get the sense that he's just a sweet, good dude, just trying to, you know,
navigate his life.
Just trying to navigate his life. So that was a true blue highlight.
Hell yeah.
Getting to spend, and we spent like a half hour with him in the back. Like we were just chilling with him, talk about the show, talk about what are you doing out here, just regular shit.
Life,
totally chill. Eric B and Rakim, he was back there, and his people, and
cooling out.
Yeah, Eric B and me and Eric B were cooling at the Palladium. So it was definitely cool. I mean, Mike Tyson, a really an inspiration, because I think I see him now, and like, you know, I go through my, you know, like my getting in the way of myself, and you know, fuck this, fuck that, and I'm like, if Mike Tyson can humble himself, you know, I can humble myself. You know, like if the baddest man on the planet, if the roughest, toughest dude on the planet can sort of find, you know, an inner peace, I feel like, you know, I've always thought this when I see this version of him, this sort of second act of Mike Tyson. Like I find inspiration that, like, you know, I can calm myself, I can humble myself, I could be more patient, I could be more thoughtful and all that stuff. So it was dope to see Mike. He was just so nice, and again, his wife was beautiful and cool. And
he'll be all right with her. You can tell she really cares about her.
She cares about it, and you know, and like just to see like the way they are, like just sweet, and so it was dope. So thank you to the people at the Brad Garrett Comedy Club for having us. Thanks to Mike and his wife for you know, just being so gracious and welcoming to us, because it really meant a lot to us. And if you're in Vegas, absolutely go to see Mike Tyson, the Undisputed Truth. It's funny, it's compelling, it's unpredictable, and Mike is great on stage. He loves doing the show, so you should definitely get a chance to do that. Another thing that happened in Vegas was going to see the Warriors live.
First time I saw Steph Curry live.
Is that the first time you've ever saw him?
First time, and it was a preseason game, but
no, they were going full out.
They were going hard.
Him, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant.
Right.
They played the whole first half.
His demeanor on court is as though he doesn't care that a game's going on, and he just looks like he's just going through the motions. His game is so smooth. He doesn't rush any movement. He's walking around the court nonchalantly. Look at him. Gaze at him and look at the way he plays basketball.
It's not a cockiness. It's just the way he is.
Right. It's crazy, man. Effortless. Got all kind of fakes, and he seemingly doesn't get tired. Kissing shit off the glass, and that guy is like artist to watch, man.
Well, what did you think of his physical size? Isn't it crazy? Like, you see, like, how he's just so regular.
Yeah, just
like his build. He's 6'3", no muscle like definition.
No, yeah, it's crazy, man. Because when I play, you're going hard. You're sweating. You're trying to defend, motherfucker. Yo, look at the way this dude plays, man.
It just looks now. It's not that he's not playing hard, and it's not like he was. It's just the way he is. But to see it up close is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's just he's so comfortable playing basketball. A couple of times, like, he was bringing the ball up the court. He messed around with his mouthpiece. His mouthpiece is hanging out the side of his mouth,
and he's jaying the shit out of you.
Yeah, and then what did you think of Durant? Is that the first time you saw Durant live?
Yeah, it's like a fucking giraffe dribbling out there, man. He's so fucking tall. And, his game is smooth, man. But for like a 7-footer,
Yeah, it looks
dribbling
crazy.
like fucking tiny Archibald.
Yeah, it looks nuts. And Klay Thompson is literally like a machine.
A video game. He catches and shoots.
When he catches and shoots off the dribble from deep in the 3-point, it's so automatic and it's so perfect.
One motion.
In one motion, and you could tell he was taught at an early age like this, and he worked on it and worked on it and worked on his footwork. You're like, what do you mean? His footwork was crazy.
Yo,
like,
and
it's just so perfect. Like, he's always on balance and like squared up, and even when he's off balance, he's on balance. It's crazy to watch those guys.
Yeah, and usually when you catch and shoot, you gotta fix the ball for the seams to get in your hands.
Nah, not
correct.
him.
Yo, I've never seen nobody like that, man.
Yeah, he looked crazy. And
Right up.
The Lakers, like these guys are dancing around before the game. Jordan Clarkson and Swaggy P and all that. And Steph Curry's making them look like you could see the difference in the professionalism.
Yeah.
The Lakers have a bunch of young dudes and they're like, oh, we're having fun. You're having too much fun.
Yeah, dabbing on the layup line.
Yeah, and then as soon as you get in the game, you Steph is like have you falling and doing shit, and Klay Thompson like just using you.
Yeah, and the crowd is gasping because they're busting your ass so much.
And that rookie on the Lakers, Ingram, I mean he's obviously talented. I saw him play a little bit at Duke. I'm not going to front. My man looks crazy out there.
Ron Artest is on the Laker roster.
Ron Artest is on the Laker roster, but the number one pick in the draft, who was pick number 2, the Lakers' number 1 pick in the draft, Ingram, Duke, you need to get yourself like on an In-N-Out burger diet because he looks nuts.
White Castles, man.
He literally like can't be 200 pounds.
Yeah. His shorts don't even fit him.
Yeah, he looks bizarre, man. I mean, he makes Kevin Durant, who we just described as skinny, look like he's cock diesel.
Yeah.
So, but it was fun sitting there. We were fortunate enough. Like, I never, ever take that for granted. We've been in a number of games.
Yes.
And had the good fortune of sitting on the court. And I get butterflies. I'm so excited to be there and so just honored to be there. And I'm like, so like, it's such a benefit, and it's such a unusual thing to have that. So my man Jeff Sanchez and the Warriors, they hooked us up. They gave us we were right there under the basket, and I don't care if it felt like a regular season game the first half of the game.
Steph left.
Yeah, and then Steph, Draymond, the big four, as I'm calling them now,
left the arena.
They were in the back playing Sega or something like that. So it was fun being there, and it was a good trip.
Yes.
Vegas is a shithole, but we had a good time in Vegas. Did you hear about this guy? We should just call him the asshole of the week.
Yeah.
I know he's young, but he's still so dumb. For speaking of basketball in the NBA, a guy named Bobby Brown, why would you name your kid Bobby Brown? There's always going to be the association with Bobby Brown from New Edition and Whitney Houston and all that stuff. There's other names to give Bobby. I know it kind of rolls off. It sounds good, but why do you want that? And then there's a basketball player named Bobby Brown, young kid for the Houston Rockets. They're over in Beijing in China doing preseason games. And Bobby Brown, you dumb fuck you. And he tweeted about it also. He was so proud of himself. They were touring the Great Wall of China. And Bobby Brown tagged the Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
Are you fucking dumb?
Yeah.
He's lucky they didn't arrest his ass and have him cleaning that shit for the next 20 years. They don't play that shit over here.
They shouldn't. Desecrating the motherfucking wall. What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, well, what is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you, man? He's seriously lucky that they didn't lock his ass up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have our full NBA preview, which will be groundbreaking, of course.
Of course.
Because it's the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Everybody always wants to know what me and G Moody, last name rhymes with Duty, what we think of our New York Knicks.
Oh,
now
man.
we watched a little preseason the other day of the Knicks. What are you thinking of the Knicks? Like, what is your biggest concern with the New York Knicks?
I'm concerned about Derrick Rose.
How so? He's a great player, former MVP.
I'm reading the fucking deposition. I'm going through the case online, and all his personal shit that went on that night,
Right,
is coming out.
If you're not aware, Derrick Rose is on trial
in a gang rape.
Right, essentially.
Right.
An alleged gang rape.
Right.
And they're in the middle of a trial as the season starts with his new team. And it's all coming to fruition. So you're actually following it closely. What are you getting from the information that you're reading?
They took turns, but they're claiming the girl said one at a time. They're claiming she wanted this. It was her. It wasn't a gang rape. It was consensual. That's not up for argument. You know?
Right.
So she's claiming it wasn't. No, it was gang rape.
And what are they saying? Like has he been?
Derrick Rose said, I learned in the NBA, always take your condoms with you.
He learned that in the NBA.
Yeah, he said that, like, in the NBA, they teach us, giving the impression that Adam Silver had a symposium and said, when you're in these hotels, make sure you tie your rubber up and take your DNA with you.
Tie your rubber up. What do you mean tie it up? It's just got like a Velcro strap at the end of it?
Tie it up and take it with you. Take your DNA.
I love Derrick Rose, but I'm concerned for this dude.
Yeah, man.
Hey, are the other participants, have they been on trial?
Randall, his man, and the prosecutor asked him, I see you work for DMR Enterprises. What do you do there? He was like, I keep Derrick Rose on point.
He said that to the judge?
The prosecutor. And he was like, huh?
The prosecutor's like, what the fuck are you talking
Excuse
about?
me? So
I hope this guy doesn't keep going. I hope he's innocent.
Yeah, I don't want D Rose. Here's a hint. Here's some advice, bro. Don't be trying to run trains on these broads, man.
Me and G Moody have known each other since we're 12 and 13 years old. That's never been of interest to me.
Yeah, man. Damn.
Yeah.
And look, you're a professional athlete. You got a lot to lose, B.
Yes.
A lot.
Yes.
Let your man hit it. You go in the other room and chill.
Yeah, go play some Xbox or something.
Or work out.
Right.
Yo, I ain't messing with that, yo. I'm work out. That's what they there for.
Right.
That's your crew. Your crew is supposed to say, yo, you not participating in this shit.
Right. The guy who said, I keep him on point.
That's what he's supposed to do.
He's the number one guy you should fire.
Exactly. You're not on point. You're in court.
Right. Shit, man. Yeah, so that's a sort of a Cliff Notes preview of the NBA. That's good stuff. That's mighty good stuff there, Monetti. So we're going to get into more of the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast when we're back.
Play.it is your new podcast network for best-in-class entertainment and storytelling, featuring lifestyle experts and personalities.
Hey, it's Amber Rose.
This is Michael Rapaport.
I'm Stassi Schroeder.
This is Drinks Champ Radio.
Risque with Roxy and Ruby.
Hey, it's Elliot Wilson from Rap Radar.
Welcome to the Cosmo Happy Hour.
Gamer Tag Radio.
Play.it is delivering storytelling at its best.
We're going to sit down with the culture's most important voices.
Relationships, dating.
We are going to go there. Hear what you've been missing at Play.it.
Yo, do you see this guy in New York? Dumb fuck, another dumb fuck. I don't know what the point of this was. Why would you do this? Tried to kill himself by jumping off the Lincoln Center building today, this week. Lincoln Center is like 2 floors, so the only thing that's gonna happen is you hurt yourself. A guy snuck to the top of Lincoln Center, climbed over the thing. It was in the morning. It jumped off and nothing happened except for this asshole. I think he broke his ankle.
He got up and limped away.
And then they arrested him. So it's like he had a fucking broken foot.
He was scared, man.
Yeah, but if you're jumping off like Lincoln Center, for those of you who've never been there, it's not a high.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like a place you want to go to commit suicide. I don't know if this was some disgruntled ballet dancer
Damn. The thing about that suicide shit, I'm not going to no high ass shit. I'm gonna take a cyanide pill.
Right.
And I'm not gonna wake up.
Right.
Cause what if you survive that shit? You gotta go to work the next fucking, week or something. That shit's embarrassing, man.
Another thing that happened in New York I wanted to ask you about. Now, we played against this school in basketball. There's a school in New York called Bronx Science. There's a few schools in New York that are like these elite public schools that you have to be tested to get into. So they're public, but they take the smartest of the smart. There's Stuyvesant, there's Hunter, Max Kellerman. Shout out to Max Kellerman.
Yep.
I believe Max went to Hunter.
Hunter College High School.
Hunter, yeah, so it's a smarts.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that's bad.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's weird schools that me and
The
Moody.
nerds are in now. They on TV. They got sitcoms, all kind of shit.
Yeah. But Bronx Science, famous school, we used to always play against them. They always had good teams. And you'd be surprised. They always have a few athletes that they were like smart but athletic. And they were good. So, but you always thought like, oh, Bronx Science, we're going to crack their ass. And they never really went down like that. You beat them, but they were always competitive.
Yeah.
But the school of Bronx Science High School, they have a fight club. So like these kids, these nerd fucks are out there with their coffee, and then they go in like in the track of the sprawling school, and they have intramural fights.
Damn.
And it was reported. I like these guys though. The nerds are like, we're not taking any shit. It was reported in the Daily News because they're so well. The nerds are so dumb. They put it on their Facebook page.
Look, we're fighting.
We're fighting. It's on our dumb fucks. I don't know, did they think they were going to get caught? So anyway, so then it was put as a front page thing, and then they threatened, and they went back onto the Daily News and they started threatening the reporter. And he said, "You dumbass N-word." Now that word is just thrown around. You dumbass N-word. You calling us nerds and shit. You're trying to get, like they threatened him, like, yo, you could come out here and get some too.
Who's the what?
The nerds from Bronx Science. So I say shout out to them.
Oh, yeah.
I like how they did it.
Damn.
They're like, yo, you fucking up our shit. And
they step into cats.
Yeah, so you want to come out to outside the science room and you could try to get a piece of this.
Wow. Yo, yeah, the world is changing, man.
The world is changing. And another thing that just went through, and I feel like I can't say for sure, but Lena Dunham, why she announces all her business, like her big affirmations and her big sort of epiphanies. Mm-hmm. She's always announcing her epiphanies and she's like really truly like one of these confused, self-loathing white chicks. She had her show on, we've talked about Girls, which she should have named it White Girls.
Yep.
The poster was always 4 to 5 white girls, hugging like this is a normal way to be. Like that's the way they are all the time. Like they're hugged up, like, hippie photos and all this kind of thing. And she said she will never want to see a poster of 4 white girls again. She's acknowledging her narcissistic assumptions and that she admits she's made mistakes and I'm not going to say that I've made up for my mistakes, and I want to support female voices of color the way our other voices have been supported, and everybody's criticism about girls was totally valid. So kudos to you, Monetti. Kudos to me. We went out on a limb. I said that shit on TV.
Yeah.
Other people had said it too, but I have a feeling that our opinions on this are helping Lena Dunham. But the thing is about Lena, you don't know any black chicks. Because if you knew some, you're going to like meet some, and now you want to like, I want to find out what this world is like.
Well, what is it about? Yeah.
And I want to support these female voices of color.
Yeah. Sound like fucking a group, the Voices of Color.
Yeah, that's like a singing group.
The sounds of blackness.
Right.
Voices of color.
But I guess, that's her thing, and I have no problem at all with Lena Dunham.
And she got a bucket list, right? They got like where...
Oh, yeah.
Like she said that I read that she said, I want to fuck a black guy.
Yeah. she's never had sex with a black guy, and as if it's like a ride at like Disneyland.
Yeah.
Like before I go, I wanna go to Ibiza.
Yeah.
Or like I wanna parachute.
Damn. I'll give you what you want.
Yeah, listen. I don't know if it was Lena Dunham or Amy Schumer. One of them said this publicly, like they were talking about like their sexuality. It's like if you want it, if Moody's a good guy, and he's offering his services,
right.
and he's safe, and you'll get
the black experience. That's what you want, right? You'll get it.
Yeah, from G Monetti.
Yeah,
the 2015 podcast co-host of the year.
That's for sure.
Donald Trump.
D. Treasy.
D. Trizzle. He's about that bizzle. He's like a drug dealer in the 80s.
Yeah.
D. Trump. Uh-oh, he's coming. He got the new Jeep.
Yeah.
Like how like the drug dealers in the 80s.
Got the ill phone.
Yeah, he got the new phone. Oh, yo, did you see him? He was riding a motorcycle up down 8th Avenue. He said that this week, I don't like to go into the shit that everybody knows, but like there's all these accusers coming out. And the locker room talk and all this. D. Trump, aside from being a fuck, I want to say this to you. No matter what happens in the election, and I know you're not going to win because I follow the great Eli Lake, the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, official, unofficial political correspondent. He said you ain't winning shit. But you have single-handedly taken away the fun for everybody in using the word pussy. Whether you're talking about a woman, whether a woman is talking about her own vagina, whether a guy is talking about another guy, there's so many different fun ways to use this word. It's one of those words that it's a curse word that you can't just throw around. It has a little bit more potency than shit or let's say fuck.
Right.
But now I will always hesitate before saying that word pussy because of you. You've taken the fun out of the word pussy. You fuck.
They did a Cosby on Mr. Trump.
What do you mean?
I think this shit is rigged. They bring out all these women all of a sudden.
Yeah.
All of a sudden. It's like he said, it's fucking rigged. They knew I was going to win. That's what he's going to say. They knew I was going to win.
So now they have the sexual accusers coming out.
Like Cosby.
I wouldn't be surprised of that too. I wouldn't be surprised at that too, but he's brought all this on himself. And I also wouldn't be surprised that he's groping and grabbing chicks too. So, but he just, again, yo, man, it's like, yo.
He seems unfit.
The quote-unquote locker room talk, which is just guy talk, that is just guy talk. When he say, like, and I've heard some guy from the Daily Show goes, I never say these things about women, because you're a cornball.
Yeah, and you're not getting no ass no way.
And men talk that way, and it doesn't mean that we're bad. You just know that.
Right.
Just know that men talk that way. And all men talk that way.
Yeah.
In different volumes, different textures, and different formations. Men talk that way, and women talk that way about guys when they're amongst women.
Yeah.
But again, none of us are running for president of the United States. None of us are the Republican candidate that are a certain amount of votes away from running. So you got caught, Trump, but amongst all the other shit. Now he wants to try to get Hillary Clinton.
Drug tester. She was a little pumped up, he said in the last debate.
He said this?
He said she was a little pumped up early in the debate, but at the end, she couldn't even reach her car.
So he wants to get her drug tested. You sent me, I think it was a fake tweet.
Yeah,
that Trump challenged like De Niro. He said he's a bad actor, he's a fake tough guy, and if he knows where to find me, I'm at the Trump Plaza. I think it was fake.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, honest to God, I was thinking to myself, if I was around Donald Trump, and I wouldn't do it sneak, but if I was around Donald Trump, I would snuff him. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not a fighter, but I'm known for snuffing dudes. Snuffing means like you hit first.
Yeah.
Like I would do that. I honestly feel like, yo, somebody should do that, and I would take the fall because at first security would jump on you. You get fucked up by it. I'm not worried about the going to jail because you just get an assault charge, you get dropped. Like a judge would probably be like, you'd get off.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was like
Yeah.
obsessing on that. I was like, yo, I'd punch Donald Trump right in his fucking face. Like if I saw him at one of these like New York City events, at like a Tribeca Film Festival, or
Right.
like a New York City. I've been around him. Like he's at these things. You could get to him.
Damn.
And like, yo, Trump, yo, I don't like how you did shit.
No, you just walk up. Bow.
And just snuff that motherfucker. And I'm not a hard enough puncher where I do real damage because I just don't have that. Like I'm not like, it's not like Mike Tyson snuffing you.
Right.
Where he's gonna bust your whole shit.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't hit him in the nose. I'd hit him right in his chin. Like, blow. And then like, I would do it.
Right.
I swear to God I would do it because I just think this guy's a piece of shit, man.
He got that snuffing type of personality.
Yeah, you want to just snuff
like,
him.
yo, just shut up.
And his man, Giuliani.
That's his main.
His main man, 50 grand, always washes up with his dick in his hand.
Yeah.
He trying to front, like, people are like, oh, he's senile. Don't let this guy off the hook.
Yeah.
Giuliani is not senile.
Him and his man, Trump.
Giuliani is not senile. He's a corrupt former mayor with mob ties and some spaghetti sauce on his fucking tie.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. Him and his man, Bernie Carrick.
Yeah, these guys, Bernie didn't
Ex-felon. Convicted felon.
The best thing that Giuliani did was be the mayor during the tragic events of 9/11, which like that's what he's most known for, is being there. And he tried to say he didn't know Hillary. There's like the photos. He's like, I don't remember her being there. I see he plays this like I'm senile.
Yeah.
She was there. You see the photos of him and her. Like it's
Right.
like iconic photos of them sifting through the rubble with the thing on their face. See, I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We'll be right back. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is sponsored by Casper Mattress, an obsessively engineered mattress at a shockingly fair price. It combines a springy latex and supportive memory foam to create an award-winning sleep surface. Time Magazine named it one of the best inventions of 2015. It's made in America. Buying a Casper mattress is completely risk-free. They have sheets. They have pillows. They now have dog beds as well. Wheezy, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, news dog, sleeps on a Casper mattress. All right, Casper understands the importance of truly sleeping on a mattress before you commit, especially considering you're going to spend 1/3 of your life on it. Go to www.casper.com/Rapaport. Using the promo code Rapaport, you could save $50 towards any mattress that's already at a shockingly fair, low price. Go to www.casper.com/Rapaport. Trust me, the sheets, the pillows, the mattresses are all fantastic.
If you're loving this podcast, you should tell a friend about it.
Spread the word about podcasts you think they would enjoy.
There's something for everyone, from entertainment and lifestyle
To news and politics.
To sports and more.
Share it on social media.
Tripod.
Believe it or not, some people don't know how great podcasts are.
Or even how to find and listen to them.
You can help change that with a click.
Tell your friends about your favorite podcast.
And don't forget to tell us what you shared with the hashtag Tripod.
TRYPOD.
Tripod.
Thanks for spreading the word.
What else is going on, Monetti?
Oh, man, nothing much, man. I seen my man Brad Pitt got visitation.
Terrible.
He just got for the month he hadn't seen his kid.
Terrible. I don't like what's happening to my man Brad Pitt. I don't like it. This is a ploy. If either he's abusive, which I don't think he is at all,
Right.
or he's not. Cut the bullshit.
Yeah.
You want to have full custody of the family that you two
Went and got
built
Yeah.
and consummated together.
Yep.
Nah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
This is gonna come back and bite Angelina Jolie because she's not a likable figure.
Right.
She's not warm. She looks like, talk about hopped up. She looks like she I think she's anorexic, if you ask me.
Right. Yeah, maybe she is throwing up.
I don't think she's eating. I don't think she's throwing up. I just don't think she's eating. She's taking those pills. She looks like a witch. we're starting the smear campaign.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
we're going to push back.
Yeah, we're going to push back.
Right.
We got you, BP.
Pitt against bullshit.
Yeah. And we're on the side of B Pizzle. Yo, a 911 operator in Houston who didn't want to talk to anybody has been arrested. She declined to do her job while there was a robbery. Somebody was shot and killed at a convenience store. She said, "This is 911. How can I help you?" And then she hung up on him when the gentleman was saying, this is what's going on. This is in Houston, Texas. Lady's name is Crenshonda Williams. Slapped with a misdemeanor. She's a 911. You're a 911 operator, and you said, "I didn't want to talk to nobody." Is that a candidate for a sick fuck?
Yeah, people's lives are on the line. You hang up. Motherfucker, there's a fire. Ooh.
Let's do the music now. That's post. We're going to get into the sick fucks of the week. This award is earned, not given. It's called the sick fuck of the week. This guy's really sick. Lock him up.
How could you do it?
Don't let him out.
Damn. You fucked the dog?
You what?
You fucked the dog?
Why would you fuck the dog? Why would you fuck your girlfriend's dog?
What? Sick fuck.
The sick fuck of the week. It's earned.
Earned.
Not given. You did. What? No. This is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, Sick Fuck of the Week. We just had one, Crenshonda Williams. You're a sick fuck. And then another sick fuck. I hate to be redundant, ladies and gentlemen. And I wish I wasn't with these sick fucks. But there was another dog fucker. Another dog fucker was arrested in Peoria, Illinois, home of Richard Pryor, the great Richard Pryor.
Yes.
And if you look this dog fucker up, he looks like a sick fuck. And he was arrested for having sex with not just one of his dogs, but for two. I don't understand. This is some sort of epidemic.
Damn.
This is a sick fuck. If you never listened to the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, the sick fuck of the week is an award that is earned, not given. Please, if you think I'm making this up, look up the name right now. You could do it, and he looks nuts. Like no actor would be able to portray this guy on their own. Yeah. He'd be the reference. 4 felony counts of sex with an animal. The gentleman's name is Anthony J. Danner. They even put his address in there.
Damn.
And he's not going to go to jail, and he can't own dogs, but that doesn't mean the poor dog's roaming around the streets.
He did a menage a trois with 2 dogs.
You sick fuck, you.
Damn.
Speaking of dogs, this isn't a sick fuck. Some dude thought he was getting a puppy. Instead, he got a wolf. This guy, he thought he was getting a cute little dog. Brought his dog to like puppy lessons and dog lessons, and they were like, "Yo, my man, this ain't no dog, dude. It's a wolf." The dog was acting aggressive and he was behaving a little different after the cute love affair was over, and you had a wolf. You dumb fuck you.
Man. See, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm not with all that.
Yeah, man. You see her now, the Cover Girl, the magazine, right? Cover Girl. They're known for having the baddest chick in the modeling or whatever fashion on the covers.
Yes.
So you had Christy Brinkley. Being a cover girl is a prestigious thing in that world, right?
Yes.
Tyra Banks was one, and
all sorts of. I mean, all sorts of women have been on Cover Girl, and they're one of the first magazines to bring diversity to the models.
Yes.
All sorts of women, all sorts of girls, white, black, Puerto Rican, Asian.
Queen La was one. Yeah. So now they got a guy now on the cover of Cover Girl.
Yes. What?
Which yeah.
Whoa, what?
They gave the Cover Girl cover to a dude.
Who the fuck is this dude?
I don't know his name, but I saw it and I my mouth dropped.
Well, what about us?
Yeah, why they didn't put me up there?
Why they put the men of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast up there? What was it, a transsexual?
No, it was a regular dude.
Come on, man. What about me and Moody?
Yeah. Yo, man. That cheapens Cover Girl.
Yes, it's not Cover Dude.
Damn.
It's cover girl.
Cover girl.
This is-
but that's gendered language. They're going to have to change cover girl.
Yes.
That's gendered language.
Yo, this is real. Break it down. Whole Foods, the supermarket Whole Foods that I shop at, it is the best supermarket.
I love that,
It's
yo.
overpriced, but it's great.
Yeah,
you
I
get
love that
great
place.
fresh fruit, meats, all kinds of stuff.
Gluten-free.
Whatever you want. Or they
Yeah.
have gluten this,
Yeah.
gluten that, whatever you want.
It's a great place.
They have a sign there.
Please do not use gendered language when addressing our employees, or so you can't say, thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day, bro.
Yeah. That is frowned upon now.
I don't know what to do. I don't know. When is the end? When does it stop, Monetti?
So there's no rules now. I know what I can't say. So if I'm looking for some juice in aisle 5, I'm going to say, motherfucker, I need some juice. Can you help me?
Motherfucker, listen, man, I'm looking for some plantains. I'm trying to cook some plantains tonight. Y'all motherfuckers know where that is? And it's for everybody.
Right.
I get it. That's for everybody.
Yeah.
I love Whole Foods. Don't make me protest you, Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Listen, we have to embrace the differences. Again, people, Moody is an African-American man, part Jew. You found that in your genetic testing. But you're a black guy. I am a white guy. This is okay. This is a Chinese man.
Yeah.
This is a Polish guy.
This is an Arab.
There's women, men, skinny, fat, all different colors, all different backgrounds, all different accents.
Variety.
We shouldn't all sound the same.
We shouldn't.
The differences should be embraced, not try to meld everybody into one thing, the same thing. Where will
it won't stop. Gendered language. So that offends motherfuckers. So you could say, yo, excuse me, sir. Oh, motherfuckers will get offended from that.
Possibly a lawsuit. I was at Whole Foods getting some chocolate chip cookies, and the guy said, thanks for your service, bro. Because, they're cool. They're like, thanks, bro.
What if you go, yo, don't call me that, man.
Yeah, I'm not your bro. Don't call me sir.
Yeah. Be like, I'm nothing. Well, what are you? I don't know your name. What? Yo, man.
It's out of control.
I got a hustle I'm about to do, lay on motherfuckers, man.
What do you mean? What do you mean a hustle?
I'm going to one of these big ass Walmarts, and I'm gonna walk into the fucking women's bathroom just as I am. No wig, no nothing.
Why not a wig?
And if I'm stopped, I'm gonna say, you discriminated against me because I identify as a woman, and I'm gonna sue and win.
Right. I say you should do it.
Yeah.
As an experiment.
Yeah. You can't. What the judge gonna say?
Well, you're not gonna wear the wig when you go into the bathroom?
No, I want to be straight up.
Right.
So if you say I can't go, that's discrimination. Once I tell you I identify as a woman.
Right.
That's strategy. That's the come up. See, the legislators are not prepared for shit like this.
Right. They don't know what to do.
You don't know, man.
And all this behavior of the gender appropriate names and cover girl with a dude on it, and
Word.
the dude isn't us. I'm jealous about that. This is where we're going. No one knows what to do.
Mademoiselle, those magazines, those are gendered magazines.
This is in the same thing. People don't know what to do. Obviously, the police brutality has to stop. If you haven't seen Ava DuVernay's documentary on Netflix, 13, watch it.
Yes.
Watch it. Whether you agree with everything in it or not, it's just pretty much based in the facts.
That's the truth.
It's the truth. It's a fantastic documentary on Netflix. It's called 13, the number 13, about the 13th Amendment and the ramifications on society, on mainly on black men.
Black people, black Americans. I would implore people, if you want to get a history and why certain things happen to black people, right, seemingly constantly, just go back into our history and just read about the black Americans' time in America. That's all you got to do.
And if you don't want to read, watch this documentary. I just saw it. It's great.
Right.
But here's an interesting thing. because of all the stuff that's going on with the police officers and all the rogue cops and the cops that have made terrible, terrible mistakes.
All right.
I don't want to accuse the intentions. I want to assume they're mistakes. That it's not someone's agenda to go do that. They've killed unarmed civilians. A Chicago police officer was beaten, slammed and all this by what they're saying is a gang member in Chicago. And the officer was afraid to shoot this guy because of all the backlash. And the video is released, and the police, the gang dude, his name is Parda, hulking big motherfucker, slamming the head into the ground. And now people don't know what to do.
That's her. I'm differing. That's her fault. This is justifiable with shit like that. That's justifiable use of force.
I get it.
But that's her fault as a cop. Fuck all that. If you an attack against a police officer is seen as an attack on law.
I know.
So you're going to make that judgment. I wouldn't make that judgment. I would have took him down myself.
I know.
But she's worried about all the backlash. But fuck that. If he's attacking you.
A big dude. And she's a woman.
If he's attacking you, there ain't no time to think about, black people getting killed. I don't want to be like the fuck that. This is if you are attacked, you're justified in using force.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. That's her fault.
It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. All right, so this is what's going to happen. The next couple of days, we're going to come out because we were late. We were late on one podcast. I know we were late. We were traveling. We got caught up. But that's I think it's the first, maybe the second time in the 2-year tenure of the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast where we've done that.
Right.
So we're doing it. Me and Monetti, live and direct. Hard body karate. If you want a soft ass I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast t-shirt, go to districtlines.com/I Am Rapaport. People are in love with the Stickman t-shirt.
Yep.
We're coming out with the purple and gold number 24 Stickman t-shirt. The number 32 orange and blue is a seller. The number 33 green on white is a seller. And now we're coming out with the purple and gold number 24. Moody, got any closing statements?
Oh, man. I have nothing.
Thank you. It's the Gringo Mandingo.
Oh, wait. The band, the hip-hop 4-piece band in New Haven. No, I think Waterbury, Connecticut, somewhere up there. They sent me their CD. Shit is on point.
Yeah, you told me about these dudes. What are they called?
I think Political Animals. Great shit. Yo,
we're going to rock that on the next podcast. We're going to
rock that shit. Trent on the drums. Yo, good looking. Good work. Love that shit. Keep it funky.
Shout out to the entire Rappapack. Yo, Mr. Morris, all the people that came out to the live shows, the support from the fans.
Yes. Jesus, we married Jesus.
Yo, we didn't even talk about that.
Come on, man.
We married a Rappapack member and his beautiful wife. I am an ordained minister. I'm taking more sessions if anybody wants to get married. I am the guy to do it. We wish you a long, healthy, friendly marriage. Yeah. There's no need to argue with your significant other, whether it's another guy, another girl. There's no winning a marriage, okay? It's not an arm wrestling contest. There is no winning a marriage. So congratulations to Jesus and your beautiful wife. We tied the knot for them. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. We'll be back ASAP. My name is Michael Rapaport, aka the Gringo Mandingo, and
G Moody.
Last name rhymes with duty. We're done.